Hi, Aries. So I have to redo your reading. I'm not quite sure. You guys are able to go to the playlist and see the live that I did for you, but for some reason it's not showing up on my actual videos on my main page. So I am going to go ahead and do a second read for you, kind of like I did with Sagittarius. They're already posted. Leo will be next for an actual video. I'm sorry that it just started snowing outside, like out running errands, and it just like dumped. So my hair is like all frizzy and whatnot because it got wet a little bit. I don't really care, but you know, whatever. In any case, I'm gonna go ahead and get 4 cards from you from here, and then I will go ahead and clarify those. So first card out was the Lovers. Could be a Gemini, could be somebody that you're dealing with romantically, obviously, or it could just be a situation where you're passionate about something, or you really feel strongly to the point where, you know, this whatever issue it is in front of you on the table, Aries. Wow, I'm hearing like I'm really having a hard time keeping my throat cleared. And this might be something kind of difficult for you. So the next card out was the Six of Swords and the Queen of Swords. So you may be moving on or moving towards a Libra. Queen of Swords is Libra energy. They are actually, you know, known for having a very direct kind of communication and being able to cut through the BS pretty easily. Libras are also one of the air signs of the chart. So if you have Libra in your chart, or if somebody that you're dealing with has Libra, that could definitely be what's going on here. The Queen of Wands came out right after that. I actually would really suggest that you go watch that Aries live read from the playlist, because the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands came out at the very end as the advice. So this must be a continuation of that same kind of story. It just looks like from the cards, the Lovers, or whoever this is moving towards a Libra, who is also very abundant, who is also very able to manifest, who's able to make things come into fruition relatively easily. This could be the same person. This could be 2 separate people. Both sides of this could be the Lovers. So this is a fire sign. That could be you. So Leo, Aries, or Sag. And then obviously this right here is going to be the Libra. You may have either decided to move towards or away from this. And I'm guessing because he's moving towards love, I'm saying, you know, maybe you left a love, or maybe you left a situation with love, and this is where you ended up. It could just be in your own head, you by yourself. You could be more, you know, direct and being able to manifest a lot more now that you moved on from this love situation. This also could be, you know, a Gemini that's moving away from a Libra fire sign person, or 2 different people. If this was a kind of third party situation, it looks like it's breaking up. This is moving away from or moving towards something new. So however this is applicable in your life, I would definitely go ahead and apply it as such. I'm going to go ahead and use the Moonchild Tarot deck. For some reason, my voodoo cards haven't been calling me so much today. Maybe tomorrow. So the 8 of Cups in reverse came out, as well as the 5 of Swords. The Queen of Swords in reverse, as well as the 5 of Swords. Ooh. Okay, sorry. My cards got a little disorganized here. Hold on. Okay, and I need 2 more for the very last card here. All right. Yep, all of these were really insistent to come out, and they came out in sets of 2, just the way I was asking. So things really look like they really are falling into place for you exactly the way that you had hoped or anticipated or wanted them to. So with this Lovers card, what came out was the Queen of Swords in reverse and the 5 of Swords in the upright. So you may have, because this Libra card also came out over here in the upright, this looks like the Lovers, whoever these Lovers are, rather than being direct, rather than, necessarily endorsing the Libra side of yourself, the air sign part of yourself that's very cerebral, able to dictate directly how you feel, what you think, um, all of this direct sword kind of slicing energy here. This woman is actually in submission or kind of trying to defend herself from. Usually the Five of Swords is, somebody looking a little smug as they're walking away from two injured people. And they've got three swords left over in their hand, at least in the Rider Waite Tarot deck, that's the case. In this specific case, I think there was a dead situation, or a situation that came to a head or an end, is what I'm seeing here. And because of that situation, somebody felt cornered. I don't know why that's coming out. Someone felt really cornered. Someone felt put in a really awkward position or situation. This could be the Libra who was put in the situation to feel that way, especially in regards to this love situation. And it might have been a breakup. It might have been a love situation that no longer could be defended, or no longer could be, nothing was left to say. Nothing was left to sort through. It was just a very cut and dried situation for this love partnership. And the Libra, either the Libra aspect inside of yourself or the Libra themselves, Aries, you'll know the difference, has made that departure at this point, or has made that differentiation about who's in the corner and who's not, about what kind of issues are dried up and ready to be swept out the door, and which ones are just awkwardly sitting there waiting to be dealt with. I feel that there may be, because the next couple cards that came out, obviously for the Six of Swords, moving on, we've got the Eight of Cups in reverse, so you don't want to walk away from the situation, but at the same time, you've got the Five of Wands in the upright. So I feel like because you're moving forward, you're not wanting to look backwards at all the things that maybe made you upset or had you to a point of feeling alienated or feeling like you needed to walk away unfulfilled from something, someplace or someone, I think most of us have a resistance to change. That's just a natural kind of human reaction. It's uncomfortable. Usually people don't change unless they're squeezed, unless they're boxed, unless they're feeling the pressure from above. And this just really, I'm seeing the pressure from above, whoever this is, this person, all aspects of their body, mind, and spirit, we're feeling pressured. This is the rings of Saturn coming down with, a Mars kind of in the background. So you might have had a little bit of an egotistical wake-up call or a shake-up with somebody in your life who decided that they were going to move on from you potentially, or this could be you that's deciding to use your self-esteem and your overriding sense of, self-worth to say, hey, you know what? This is not something that I'm willing to continue working towards. I'm going to be, even though I don't want to walk away from it, I'm going to redefine my body, soul, and spirit for myself moving forward. And that in that way, I'll be able to rectify or kind of fix the situation to be a lot more fertile for yourself in the future. So here is the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords, in the upright. The two cards that came out there were the Magician and the Hanged Man. So the thing about the Magician is that it's usually a earth sign. Oh my gosh, I'm so tongue-tied today. You may be having a hard time actually saying whatever it is that you feel is happening. I'm definitely stumbling over my words a little bit here. So this is a Pisces. The Hangman represents Pisces, and the Magician represents an earth sign. So Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. This is the Libra. So if the Libra was waiting, the Pisces symbol here is a hanged man, and this person is just kind of hanging out upside down. As you can see, she's floating most of the time. In different tarot decks, they look different ways, obviously. In this case, she's actually being, levitated off the ground by something. And the moon is right behind her, so that's a huge secret that's kind of keeping her afloat, I would say. She's manipulating the situation to do this. So you may have a Pisces in your life that is a very strong manifester who knows exactly how to, really good speaking skills, blah, 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 spills, speaking skills. Okay, so there may be a leak in your life, or somebody who is a Libra who wasn't able to defend themselves against this love, and it just kind of leaked out. Maybe they, accidentally moved towards this direction. Maybe it was intentional. If it wasn't, there just seems to be, just because of that feeling here of change and of moving forward. I'm just seeing someone sliding across ice or water. Just started snowing outside for us, so that lake may be frozen, and just imagine trying to get yourself across a frozen lake with your whole family without falling through the ice. That might be as serious as the situation could be. So you're waiting for something to manifest with a Libra, or this Libra and this Pisces are both manifesting together. There is a possibility that, because this man has all of the attributes, he has the sword, the pentacle, the wand, and the cup, and he's kind of sitting back as the face of the mountain in this situation. I feel like you're feeling like you're needing to move mountains in order to get where you want to go. And this magician energy is a really good energy to have along the ride with you. He's got every resource that you need, and he's kind of just hanging out, waiting for whatever the next thing that's coming from this Libra. So you may have a Libra, a Pisces, or an Earth sign in your chart. You can go look it up. Astrology.cafe.com is a really good place to do so. And I don't know, you could just definitely be trying to redefine exactly what you want to move towards. And especially if that is being able to be more creative, be more of a manifester in a very kind of magical, familiar way to you. It doesn't have to be something extravagant. This could be something as simple as you went to Hobby Lobby, you saw a couple things that you might like to try, and you've never tried it before, so you're going to try it. It could be a new restaurant that you've never eaten at, that you'd like to go try eating, and a lot of people have told you about how good it's going to be, or maybe you're anticipating such, etc., etc. Whatever the case may be, is you're trying new things and you're enjoying the process of trying those new things, which is really what manifestation is all about, is about your energy being funneled into the throne of, or the new seat of your soul, the new understanding that you have. And the reason why I'm saying seat of your soul here is because the two cards that came out to clarify this Queen of Wands was the Eight of Pentacles, which is a building card. Somebody is actively trying to manifest and build something in particular. So this, because you're also a fire sign, I see this as being your energy potentially here, showing up in the reading as being taking that seat, a double seat. So I oftentimes think of the Odyssey and the Iliad, or the two sides of the brain, when I think about this. And as long as you are walking this path of the straight and narrow, it's kind of like you come out even. You split even with it. It's a 50-50 input, a 50-50 path to take. And with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, you may have dropped a earth sign. So this could be a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn, or this could just be the energy that needed to be shirked in order for you to have the manifestation of, levitating by yourself without anything supporting you. In every other deck that I've seen, at least, when the Hangman card comes out, they're tied to something, usually a big old T stand. And they could usually reach up and untie their other foot so that they could fall to the ground and be on their way. In this specific card, she really is, it looks like she's trying to maintain this position, and that the secret behind her is what is giving her the power to levitate like that. So whatever path you're going down here, it's of a higher calling, of a higher nature, and of a higher level of manifestation than you possibly were at before. You've got your familiar people, places, and things around you. You've got your staff and your happiness. Your big old sunflower right next to your face is just really shining a light on all the things, all the blessings that you were able to, either hit on or like touch on or miss at this point. And because this is coming out underneath the Queen of Wands, I'm just feeling like there may have been an earth energy that was holding you down or was weighing you down or was slowing you down from following the steps of this path. I have seen today in my mind's eye multiple times a garden path that has, cobblestones placed every so often for people to step on as they go along their way. And I'm just hearing that song by The Roots, Send Me On My Way, the Matilda song. I'm not going to sing it because you really want to hear your grandbabies cry, I'm sure. And I'm not anyone to stop you. So, but you should go look it up if you haven't heard it. It's a really good song. That goes with the movie Matilda, about the little girl who is in an abusive family, actually goes to school, discovers that she's got amazing skills of manifestation and even telekinesis, and is able to move things with her mind. And it's a really fun movie to watch with your kids if you haven't seen it. But it was one of my childhood favorites, and I kind of think it has a lot to do with sometimes we've got to replant a plant, or we've got to reroot ourselves in a different mindset in order to find a path that works. You could stand here and talk to the Odyssey, or you could stand here and talk to the Iliad. Really, the only difference in the similarity between the two is that they both got sirens, or mermaids kind of calling the sailors to them, beckoning, luring them in. There's a lot of folklore around water sirens and kind of the way that they interact with sailors. But I'm seeing this as being the sailor in this instance, or the direction, the trajectory that you were moving potentially before. And now, in order to get to that higher level, you have ascended and moved forward through it. So you've taken those, this man sailed down the corridor, and now he's at the other end of that, which is the manifestation of self in a higher version. And that may take you from being more grounded to being more fiery or more passionate. So this doesn't have to be specific people. This could be more of a mentality within yourself. You may have had to, kind of look inside. She's really looking down at the past. Not looking down as in condescending, but I burped when I said that. I don't think that this is something that you can't stomach, or maybe it is. I'm just seeing this more as you. When I'm talking about Matilda, etc., she had to be uprooted from her family and move to a different family in order for her skill set to be nurtured. Her parents did not appreciate what she was able to do, nor did they want a child that knew how to do that. So, I guess it would be scary if your kid just figured out how to fling things across the room with their mind. But if that's their path in the world, and if that's the way that they're supposed to be manifesting, powers of the mind can be applied in so many different ways. And I'm just oftentimes struck by the way that we respond to other people's thoughts and respond to other people's paths. It's either part of your path or it's not, but it's just fine for you to decide those things and for you to define for yourself how you'd like to move in this world. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Rider-Waite Tarot. I'm going to go ahead and get one more, or actually let's just do 2 advice cards for how to move forward productively with this, and any more clarification that we might need regarding Aries and your trajectory at this time. They didn't want the reading to be over, but I can't take all of these at this moment. I'm going to go ahead and just grab the 2. So just 2, please. Okay. Oh, yep, that makes sense. Okay, so I think we covered all of our bases. I think that was basically the exact right message. You may be observing from the outside looking in the way that you'd like for your love situation to play out at this time. As I said before, you may need to uproot yourself a little bit. Not to say that you're going to be upset, but like I said, and when we started this reading, change is not always comfortable. So you may need to be willing to put yourself outside of your comfort zone just a little bit. This is an older man looking in at a younger couple, and for some reason, usually I see this as three people, quite literally, or like a situation where someone's spying on someone else and their happiness. In this specific situation, I am getting that you may need to think long term. So when you get to be an old man or woman or person, whatever, what is it that you're going to look back on at this time and say, hey, I could have made an adjustment. What kind of adjustment would that have been to make your life more happy or more of a copacetic place to be, especially in love relationships? So whether this be romantic love or just literally friendly love, or whether it be just a general love of self and the world, just passion and being able to express that, I think that you need to maybe fast forward a little bit. Think about when you get older. I was talking with somebody the other day about tattoos, and I think it's really cool that, people get tattoos. I have a tattoo. I have one tattoo. And I think it's really cool when people have a ton of tattoos that they feel comfortable representing for the rest of their life and to the world. It's kind of like writing down a note for yourself that is permanent. And although I know that people do kind of associate tattoos with being against the Bible and a whole bunch of other religious books that are out there, you can also think about the cathedrals that are, erected all around the world to sanctify the gods, to, give memory to all of the things that were held closest to the hearts and the minds of the people of that area or of that religion or of that group or whatever the case may be. And, Michelangelo's David and, a whole bunch of other really famous pieces of artwork were done on the walls of cathedrals in memory and in honor of the people who had come before. And so I think the way that I see tattoos, at least, is you doing kind of the same thing with your own temple, your own. This is your home. This is the seat of your soul. So although some people look down on it, others are not of that same mindset, and I would be one of them. So I definitely think that when you're getting a tattoo, it's uncomfortable. It hurts. It stings. It has a recovery time. You need to take care of it in the meantime and let it heal completely, or else you're going to have scabs that are going to distort the picture of the tattoo. So I'm kind of seeing this read as being the same way. When looking back at yourself as an older person, are you going to regret that tattoo? Yes or no? Before you get it, decide that. Make sure that you're really okay with it, obviously. They didn't just go in the cathedral and wing it. I'm pretty sure they had a good idea of exactly how sacred they wanted the artwork to be, and may have had a couple more than a few discussions about how they would like that to turn out. So you may need to do the same. If you in the future think that you're going to regret having a tattoo on you as an older person, don't get one. It's just that simple. If you believe that it's something that you're going to love and cherish for the rest of your life, go for it. It's your life. It's your body. It's your money, your energy, your effort. So that's just an example. I'm not advocating for one way or the other. I am just giving you an option on how to think about this for yourself. If you love tattoos, and that's what you're thinking about here with this lover's card, then you could love food, or you could love going to school for a specific subject. And before you invest all that money, before you invest all that time, energy, or into somebody, a new relationship, whatever the case may be, you need to think long term. Is this something that's productive? Is this something that's fulfilling? Is this something that's going to continue to make me happy through the ups and the downs, the back and the forth, the to and the fro. So I'm saying good luck to you guys at this point. Definitely take a look at the other read that's out there on the playlist if you want to see the live. And as I said, it does link to this. So you guys have a good one. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.